All right, Fit Lifers, Drew Canoli, another exciting episode of this week's Saturday Strategy. At the end of this video, I'm gonna be giving away a $400 J Cordich Power Grind Pro Juicer to one lucky winner who leaves a comment below this blog. I got a question for you today. Now, this is a question I ask anybody that comes into the Fit Life office. What does it feel like to be vibrant, to be full of health, to be basically ageless, okay? To radiate this energy when you go out throughout your day? That's the question that I have for you right here on this Saturday Strategy. Tom, Spencer, you guys wanna hit the streets and see what people in the streets are saying about feeling this way or what their questions are? All right, go do it.
Let's do it, Drew.
Downtown San Diego.
Let's do this.
Gotta discover what it means to be vibrant, to be ageless. We're gonna see people's honest reactions here. Drew's a little busy right now. He decided to send his disciples forth, figure out what is the answer to this question. So, let's see what we can do.
Let's figure it out.
Okay, no problem. 0 for 1.
Ageless life.
Probably not worry about aging, I guess.
What do you do to stay ageless? To stay young?
Exercise, eat healthy. Just keep up with the advances. Live your life to the fullest.
Wait for this guy. He's gonna cross the street and just come right into my own little web of questions. Nope. I'm terrible at this. Hi, excuse me. Do you mind if we ask you just 2 quick questions? Alright.
0 for 3.
You don't get another one until I get one. Doesn't matter how many no's you get. All you need is that yes. Hi, excuse me.
Yep.
We have a quick question for you.
Yep.
What does it mean to have an ageless life?
Ageless life.
Ageless life. To be
Well, I guess
ageless.
to me it means that your mental state, you don't sort of grow old in that sense. You're always active, creative, looking for new things to do, happy with life. You don't sort of let the traditional stereotype of going downhill control who you are.
How do you stay ageless?
I guess, look, I just keep my mind active. I get interested in things. I follow my passions.
Travel.
We do things together. We have a great lot of friends, and we just enjoy. But also we contribute. We believe that you have to give as well as receive. In fact, when you give, you often receive more than what you give. Yeah.
How long have you two been together?
13 years.
13 years.
Wow.
Awesome. So, what do you think it means to have a vibrant life?
My wife can answer that one.
A life full of being active, being involved, being part of a community.
Awesome.
Perfect. Being a giving, having a giving existence really. Yeah. You get so much more.
I got one! Yes! I got one, Tom. Got one. Yeah.
Awesome.
I got 2. That counts as 2. But it only counts as 1.
All right, now that Tom and Spencer were out there asking people in the streets what they thought, you have your answer, right? Well, on today's Saturday Strategy, I want to talk about a book that I've been reading. I'm a voracious reader. You may know that from some of the Mindset Mondays and Saturday Strategies. My friend Mike Geary put this together, okay? Mike and I have been friends for about 3 years. Amazing dude, very inspirational, motivational kind of guy. Mike wrote a book with Catherine Ebeling. Catherine is a board-certified nutritionist. She's actually an RN as well. So really, really good content in this book. The top 10 101 foods that fight aging. It's more than about aging though. It's about getting rid of those muscle pains. It's about getting rid of those aches in your body sometimes you feel. It's about alkalizing your body. It's about staying young. It's about purifying your skin. It's about fixing your mindset around what you eat and accepting the foods that are really healthy for you. You can get it by clicking the link below this video for under 10 bucks. Awesome book. In the beginning of this video, let's talk about what aging is. Throughout, I want to give you some foods that will help fight against aging. I'm also going to explain some foods that will actually harm you, okay? Foods that you're eating that are probably expediting the aging process, gunking up your digestive system, causing your skin to decay much more rapidly than it could if you start applying some of these tools and techniques found in this book, okay? And then at the end of the video, we're gonna make a juice recipe. I'm gonna invite you in my kitchen and show you a juice recipe taken straight from this book, 101 Foods That Fight Aging. Are you ready for this? So first off, what is aging? Well, in the book, Mike and Catherine break it down as to AGEs. AGEs cause a number of different illnesses and diseases, included but not limited to diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, and a bunch of things like that. So what are AGEs? AGEs are advanced glycation end products. It's essentially what happens when sugar combines with proteins without enzymes. It's these little sticky, gunky, nasty little critters get inside your cells and it's impossible for you to get rid of them. They cause the aging process to happen much faster. So what do you do? Okay, what do you do, Fit Lifer? Well, essentially what you have to do is adapt a diet that's high in minimizing these AGEs and their nasty little critter effects. So how do we do that? Well, number one, and you've heard me talk about this before, is avoiding sugar. Okay, sugar is essentially a neurotoxin. The more sugar that you have, the more it tricks those toxic little taste buds to eat more and more of sugar, and it causes the AGE process to happen much quicker. Number two, I would avoid grains. Now, I know a lot of people are like, what about sprouted? What about this? What about that? Unfortunately, you don't really know how they're prepared, how it's handled, and unfortunately, a lot of the grains that we consume today isn't the right type of grain for you to be eating, and it accelerates this type of process. And it's hard on your digestion, gluten, you know, a lot of people have gluten celiac disease out there as well. So I would avoid it. Another thing that you can do is actually cook meals at a lower temperature. A lot of Brazilian steakhouses around here, you go in there and a lot of the meat can taste good. You know, it has that charcoal flavor on it, the black stuff, but actually that really accelerates aging. It's not good for you. You wanna be careful of how you're cooking your meals. Cooking with different types of oil that have smoking points that are under 300, 350, like cooking with extra virgin olive oil, is not a good idea either, because that speeds up free radical damage, increasing aging as well. So if you are gonna cook, steam your veggies preferably. Also, if you're cooking chicken or something like that, I would use coconut oil, and make sure you're not burning it when you do consume it. When cooking bacon or sausage or something like that, if you ever are, put a little water in the bottom of your pan, cook it on a lower temp, and kind of let it steam as opposed to frying it. Eat vegetables that are boiled, steamed, slawed, fresh. You know, eating a vegan diet has tremendous amounts of benefits as well, eating fresh veggies. Avoid brown, roasted, grilled, caramelized, different types of food altogether. Avoid foods with coloring in it. Caramel coloring, different extractions that are put into your food that you really can't read on the food label, avoid those at all costs as well. So now that we've talked about what not to do, what can you do to help minimize the effects of these AGEs? Well, I'm gonna make a juice recipe, and I'm gonna talk about 6 of my favorite foods that help slow down the aging process, that help repair your digestion, that help your skin age gracefully, that help give you energy, you know, long-lasting energy, not these caffeine crashes that people have around 2 or 3 o'clock every day. Long withstanding energy with these types of foods that are loaded with this vibrant amount of force that are inside of these things. And I'm also gonna include a really good fat that I like to include into my juice recipes. Sometimes I'll blend that up in the morning. It makes almost as an appetite suppressant as well. So if you're trying to lose weight, in this book, 101 Aging Recipes and Foods, then you can actually figure out what some of these good fats are for you that will help you lose weight as well. So here's what it is. Number 1, red bell peppers. I buy these by the box full, and the reason for that is they're one of the greatest anti-inflammatory foods that you can juice or eat, period. You know, if you want to eat them, feel free. Now it's like a person.
Oh.
Next up, ginger is one of my favorite anti-aging things, and the reason for this is it helps press out a lot of those toxins in your gut. Ginger is also, if you ever have motion sickness, it helps with that as well. It's really, really great for anti-inflammation. I love ginger. If I ever have a cough or I start to get a cold, I'll crush up some ginger, put it with some honey, and you treat that as a cough drop instead of having one of these cough drops that have a lot of chemicals in there that we don't even know what they are, Fit Lifer. You know what I'm talking about. Next up, carrots. loaded with beta carotene, and when mixed with a really good fat, like coconut oil was one of my favorite things, it actually helps transport that beta carotene, turn it into vitamin A. Vitamin A is amazing for your eyes. You know, if you want to talk about veggie signatures, maybe you've heard me talk about this before, it actually looks like the iris of an eye when you look real close to a carrot. So it helps with your neural process as well in your brain. Carrots are one of those superfoods that I absolutely love. I'm hungry right now. I hope you don't mind me just eating all this food that's in front of me. Sometimes when you're juicing, you just want to eat a little bit too, so. Cucumbers. Cucumbers are loaded with silica. I read somewhere that there's about 3 glasses of water in 1 cucumber when you juice it, as far as the hydrating effects, which is pretty cool. Cucumbers, silica, it's amazing for your skin if you ever go to a spa and you drink cucumber water. It's because it is so hydrating. You know, you put cucumbers on your eyes when you have bags under your eyes, helps get rid of that. Absolutely love silica. Next up, we have the power couple here, Mr. Cayenne Pepper and Mrs. Turmeric. I like to combine these a lot in my cooking. Turmeric, anti-inflammatory properties, same with cayenne pepper. This actually helps thin your blood, press things through your body more effectively. Things of that nature. It's very spicy, so you want to be careful with this one. And then also, turmeric has a very distinct flavor. If you can get the root, even better. You can juice the root, but if you just want to add the powder to your food, you want to add it to your juice, it's absolutely amazing. In fact, when you combine it with cayenne pepper, when you combine it with black pepper, it becomes more potent. Turmeric becomes stronger when you add it with pepper. So we're gonna add a little bit of both of these to the juice recipe today. Once the juice is made, we're gonna take a little coconut, we're gonna blend it with the juice, and then we're gonna have that. This is an amazing juice recipe to have in the morning. It's gonna help you with those anti-aging principles, clearing of the skin, helping you with your digestion, getting rid of those muscle cramps, aches and pains, and numerous number of other benefits that you can get from eating or juicing these types of foods. All right, so to recap the recipe, we have carrots, cucumber, red pepper, ginger, cayenne pepper, and make sure you add some coconut oil. Here we go. Here it is. You guys ready? Let's see what this tastes like. You can definitely taste the red bell pepper. The cayenne gives it a nice little kick. Quite a bit of ginger in there. Be careful on the ginger if you're not used to it. It can get a little spicy quickly. I love it, but just be careful, okay? You've been warned. Make sure you chew your juice. Digestion starts in your mouth, helps you digest it in your body. Today I just reviewed a few of the foods that can help you with your anti-aging. In the book, there's 101 of them. So if you want to learn more and implement it in your life, I encourage you to download the book below this video. I'm Drew Canoli. Remember, we're in this together. I'll see you soon.